What is democracy?
Democracy is really about humanity and free will.
It's a heart set. It's a set of norms and values.
How to negotiate and build things together.
For me, democracy is about sharing power.
We need to talk about democracy better. We're going to ask people to put democracy over party? Then we better explain to people what democracy is and why it's good.
The only way to prove to people that democracy is worth it is by continuously inviting yourself and others into the process. This is a worldview that accepts and celebrates difference, conflict, argument, and contestation.
That's the whole point, that there has to be conflict. Like, that's how change happens.
Democracy can't survive without a habit of being able to deal with people who see the world differently from you.
We have gotten so used to seeing democracy as a problem to be solved. But I see democracy as a solution.
The threats to our democracy that are most pernicious are the sense that individuals have that their voice doesn't matter and that they can't make change. So that's why I think one of the most important ways that we can strengthen our democracy is to make sure that we are introducing young people to their own power and reintroducing all of us at every age to the power that we hold as agents of change in our democracy.
Just kind of out of frustration, I made a post on Facebook. I started to see that people were responding. So I quickly Googled, how do you end gerrymandering?
Technology expands what we are capable of. Democracy is how we decide what to do with that capability.
And if all of us have the opportunity to take what we're sensing and seeing, to take the pain that we're feeling in our lives and convert that into organized power and convert that power into policy and into culture change that actually makes us feel seen and heard and responded to, that is a resilient, adaptable system.
You do not have to be an expert to get involved in democracy. You don't need a fancy title or a PhD. You don't even have to ask permission to try.
A lot of my hope actually comes from just everyday people being good neighbors with each other, withstanding whatever the forces that are tearing us apart and still being willing to show up for each other.
In order for American democracy to survive, we need a culture of vulnerability, or at least a space in that culture for vulnerability.
Because if we can tell a better story about democracy, we can tell a better story about America.
Politics, democracy, citizenship, they are a set of values that we need to cultivate inside us.
If we all connect, what can we practice that we're learning from other places?
Listen attentively, think before you speak, enjoy difference, and democracy will become stronger.
Democracy is just more fun and inviting when you take it into your own hands.
It takes a lot of courage, especially in moments of high conflict that we're in. It takes a lot of courage to be a voice of peace right now, and I see a lot of courageous voices out there.